Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. So I was really close to getting 1000 wins with the Priest class, and for those last few wins I thought to myself, I need to do it in style. There are the usual Priest decks that you see on Wild Mode. There's Big Priest, there's Redo Priest, but I don't want to be playing those decks to get 1000 wins. I want to play something a bit different. So I went through Reddit, scoured the different threads on Reddit, and courtesy of a player called Burlytone, I managed to find this awesome Cthulhu Ornithologist Priest. Basically, the idea is you shuffle a load of birds into your opponent's deck and ruin their play experience. I think that is the best way of summarising it. And what a fun deck, honestly. So you've got Awaken the Makers, and if you can complete the quest and get Amara, that is 40 health and a full heal to 40 as well. And you've then got the Death Rattle minions, so Bad Luck Albatross. You have Convincing Infiltrator as well in the deck. And I guess you just focus on resurrecting them. You have the likes of Grave Rune, you have Mass Resurrection in the deck as well, a Diamond Spellstone too. And Vargoth, of course, for a bit of Behold action. Twilight's Call for a bit more resurrection, and just keep summoning birds. Oh, Spirit Singer Umbra for even more resurrection fun. And you have ways to clear the board too. Holy Nova, Mass Hysteria, Plague of Death, and so on and so forth. And oh, if you were looking for a win condition, Cthulhu the Shattered to deal that burst damage and to kill your opponent. So let's have a look at the deck in action now in Wild Mode, going to our 1000 wins.
Give me strength.
Alright, first game. So we keep the quest. I think we dump the Vargoth. And do we keep palm reading or do we dump palm reading too? I think that's the question. Because we're really looking for the Bad Luck Albatross, I think. I think that is a key focus for us. If you're looking to flood your opponent's deck with birds, you do need to draw that Albatross early. And then follow up with all of those resurrection effects to get more birds into their deck.
Blessings to you.
They see the quest, but surely they've got no idea as to what's coming. Awaken the Makers focuses on Death Rattle minions, and they may just think, okay, there's going to be a bunch of Death Rattle minions in the deck. But they're not going to be suspecting Bad Luck Albatross, and they're not going to be suspecting multiple resurrection effects for that card. Okay, so this is a Big Shaman. This will be an interesting test for this deck. The Shaman will specialise in putting out big threats early, and we're going to counter with the Albatross here, and we'll follow up nicely into the Convincing Infiltrator. Twilight's Call discounted as well. Could be a very nice turn 6 play with Vargoth. Decided to go with the 6/6 taunt rather than the Infiltrator on that turn. Mainly because I want to counter this fountain that he's got. Interesting. Ah, we're nearly dead. Alright. I think we are in a reasonable spot here. Hopefully the Infiltrator will take down a big threat. Like that. He gets the death rattle from it, but sure. Because we have Vargoth. You ready for it? Behold! This is beautiful, beautiful value. And we have both mass resurrections to come for turn 9. Assuming Vargoth dies, we're going to get some incredible value. If you want to make sure the birds go into his deck and that we don't fall prey to something like a devolve, that would be nasty. Yeah, so sacrificing the albatrosses just to shuffle the birds. He's welcome to kill my Vargoth if he can. So we'll just resurrect it. Interesting. The Lich King. Sure. Oh, the Cthulhu body is in the resurrection pool. That's annoying. But behold again! Now that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I can't believe that we are outpacing, outvaluing this shaman.
You are safe now.
Oh, that's a bit rude. Pulling Amara into this fight when she doesn't need to be in it. Denying me my healing value. He's just trying to put up as much of a defense as he can here on this board. But these infiltrators, they're just going to do so much work here for us in terms of killing the 7/7s. But actually, I value shuffling the birds in more. That's what I really want to do. Kill off the albatrosses. Behold! Sure. That'll do. I'm still waiting for a devolve to come down. Or some kind of mass AoE. Do they run Hagatha's Scheme in their deck? Ooh. A desperation Yasharaj pulls a bird. Pretty awesome. Alright. Heading into our next game. And it's a Paladin. So we beat the Big Shaman. Let's see how we do against the Paladin. This is for 1000 wins with Priest. We get the bird, the albatross, makes us happy.
None will survive.
Oh, and it is Odd Paladin. So Odd Paladin is a premier tier 1 meta deck. It could certainly win games, let's put it like that. So let us see how we fare here.
The light dims, but
In terms of board clear, we have a Penance with Holy Nova, Mass Hysteria, Psychic Scream, Plague of Death. And of course, the Cthulhu spells. So you'd think that we'd be okay, maybe? If we draw what we need in time. But of course, there's just a danger that we get outpaced. Oh, that's useful. I've forgotten about that. Breath of the Infinite. Forgotten about that. Very useful. It's not a full board clear, but it takes a little bit of the damage off the board. Okay. These secrets scare me a little bit. Well, that should be a board clear. No. Almost. Almost a board clear. At least it wasn't Oh My Yogg. That's what I was worried about. Now I reckon we're going to be okay going forward now. I think this is almost going to be a guaranteed win for me. Because we have Mass Hysteria, we have the Psychic Scream. So we have the tools to clear the board. And then we have ways to develop on the board with, let's say, a bird and Grave Rune. So we'll get stuff back to life. That's critical. I don't feel like triggering a secret for now, so I'm just going to hold off from attacking. Or maybe I should just have triggered it, got it out the way, I don't know, if it was Noble Sacrifice, for example. Alright. Let's play the bird. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh. It's not Noble Sacrifice. How interesting. Well, it's got 4 health. He's going to struggle to get through it, maybe. Or not. Forgot about that. But we've eaten up 3 Silverhand recruits there with the Infiltrator. Now, does that warrant a Psychic Scream? Ever? Probably not. Behold! And there is that incredible value. He's going to want to protect his 10 attack recruit as best as he can. So I assume you attack first with it, whilst you've got other tokens on the board. This is interesting ordering. Ah. I guess he wanted to go face with it, or to throw it into Vargoth.
Holy light! Scry more!
Behold! This isn't what I had in mind for Grave Rune, but honestly, it's going to make his life very, very annoying when that Vargoth dies. So, it's still good. Soon to get Amara, nearly there. This Vargoth has confused our opponent, clearly. He's in a bit of a pickle here, doesn't know quite what to do. Usually Odd Paladin plays are pretty swift. But maybe he's just got a hand full of birds.
Reporting for duty. Scry more!
Ooh, useful. Potentially. Depends what we can pair it with. Oh, hello. We can pair it with that. So we're just going to frustrate our opponent into conceding here? Is that the strategy to win?
The greatest virtue is patience.
I really do want to try and drag this game out for as long as I can.
Cry more. Behold.
Oh, interesting. Free from amber.
I will silence.
Oh wow, is that his best response to this board? I guess so. Grave Rune is beautiful here. And we are very close to getting Cthulhu activated. Just a bit more time needed.
Haste makes waste.
Behold! Good value. If you're the Odd Paladin, how do you ever come back into this game?
Reporting for duty.
Would Lothraxion ever be a route back in for him? Making the dudes harder to remove, maybe. Oh, Divine Favour. That's a route back into the game. Unless he just draws a load of birds. Although the birds are helping him complete his quest. That is something to consider. Beautiful.
Haste makes waste.
Probably should have killed the dude rather than the bird. But behold! And we get another 8-8. Sure. So I suspect the concede will be coming any moment now. That's a shame.
Reporting for duty. Reporting
I mean, the freaking Lich King is on the board. How do you beat that?
Reporting for duty.
Quartermaster?
To arms,
Yeah,
men.
2 arms.
The battle
Still too late.
you win.
Wow. So, 1,000 wins with Priest. Feels pretty amazing. And King Anduin, looking all serious there, and angry. And Diamond rank 3 with this deck. Not bad at all. So, let's visit the collection, have a look at those hero portraits. Just taking a moment to stare at the Kel'Thuzad portrait, which I love. But there he is, King Anduin. So from this point on, the boy who would be king is now our priest portrait. Feels good. Okay, so let's revisit this deck. It is the Orthinologist. Have I pronounced that correctly? The Orthinologist. Cthulhu Priest deck with birds. I think that is an apt description for the deck. A big thank you to Burlytone for the deck. Reddit, by the way, is a fantastic place, a fantastic resource for finding decks. If you're ever stuck on what to play, if you're looking for something fun. Hearthstone is great, don't get me wrong. And the Hearthstone tends to be my primary source for decks. But the wild Reddit threads are fantastic, really, for people coming up with their own great creations off-meta decks that can still win games. And this right here is an off-meta deck that can still win games. By the way, this deck is a curse for Reno Priest. They're never going to be able to get Razar active, right? They can play Shadow Reaper and win, but their hero power is going to cost 2. And you do have healing in this deck with Amara, double renew, you have Penance, so Holy Nova as well. So you can just outlast them, outvalue them, I think, in the late game if you time your Amara well enough. And if they've never been able to activate Razar, so they're having to pay 2 mana each turn for that Anduin hero power, and maybe it's just too slow for them in the grand scheme of things. So that's an interesting matchup. I've not yet faced a Reno Priest with this deck, but maybe I'll ask Burlytone how the Reno Priest matchups have gone. I would certainly be very interested. Is this a deck that I want to continue playing now that I've hit 1,000 wins? Absolutely. It is absolutely glorious in that nobody expects to see birds. Birds are the word. So yes, if you're looking for a fun deck to play, it's only 9,380 dust. If you're looking for a fun deck to play, and if you've got all of the cards, I'd certainly recommend it. Is this consistent enough to be called a premier tier 1 meta deck? Maybe not. But at the very least, it is an incredibly fun deck to play. And you stand a good chance against aggro, as you saw against the Odd Paladin, and against slower decks, well, you could just fill their decks with birds and just ruin their draws, and then win in that manner. So definitely, if you've got the cards, give it a try. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as we head into the Christmas season, I hope everybody's having a chance to relax and to unwind and to try and forget about the terrible year that has been 2020. But wherever you are, whatever you are doing, as always, I hope you're keeping safe. I hope you're staying well, and hopefully 2021 will be a brighter year. But yes, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all again very soon, as always, for more Wild Mode fun.